Hi, it's Dr. Arif Rajpura here, Director of Public Health for Blackpool, here to give you an update on the pandemic and how it's affecting Blackpool. So you'll have seen all the news stories around Omicron, and Omicron has arrived in Lancashire and in Blackpool. So we are starting to see a small increase. We've not seen the level of increase in other parts of the northwest or down in London, which have seen sharp increases, but we have nonetheless seen a small increase in Blackpool. So really important that we're all careful over the next few days and weeks. But I'll cover some of the things that we need to do shortly. So first of all, just to say it's been a really tough year for everyone, and I know how hard it's been for many of our residents and our local businesses. So I wanted to take a moment to say a sincere thank you to everyone for working so hard in keeping Blackpool going and also keeping Blackpool safe. Thank you for every action and every effort you've taken in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. I'd also like to thank everyone for following the newest restrictions, the Plan B measures that came in. And also to all those people who came forward for vaccinations for the booster dose. We've seen a massive increase in the number of people coming forward for booster doses and also for first and second doses. So that's really pleasing for me that people are coming forward. Please keep coming forward if you haven't had your jab, whether it's the first, second or your booster dose. Last week was a real record-breaking week for us. We did 2,800 vaccinations at our walk-in sites last week, taking our overall total to nearly 18,000 since the mobile service began in June. So I'm really pleased about that. This is part of a total massive collective vaccinations of 270,000 across the whole COVID-19 vaccination programme here in Blackpool. That's 270,000 vaccines in Blackpool. So vaccinations continue to be key, and I want to mention again that please, if you haven't had your first or second dose, just come along. No pressure, no judgment. If you're nervous or you've got any concerns, they can talk you through it and there'll never be any pressure. All the info you need about getting vaccinated, where the sites are and other details can be found in the linked content to this particular video. The other thing for us to keep ourselves safe over the coming days and weeks is testing, lateral flow testing, i.e. the testing for people who are asymptomatic, haven't got symptoms. This is the rapid test and is very important to help protect ourselves and other loved ones, especially as we go into a period when we'll be mixing and doing more over the festive period. If you're planning to leave the home for whatever reason, whether you're going Christmas shopping or you're seeing friends and family, please do a test first. And of course, if it's positive, you've got to isolate and do a PCR test. And you can get these testing kits from across Blackpool in various places. We've got community testing hubs where you can get them at the Hounds Hill and also from your local pharmacy. And again, information can be found in the link to this particular video. The other important change that's happened this week is the self-isolation advice for people with COVID-19 has changed. So it's now possible to end your self-isolation after 7 days following 2 negative lateral flow tests that are taken on day 6 and day 7 of the self-isolation period. So people who receive a negative lateral flow result on day 6 and day 7 of their self-isolation period, the 2 tests taken 24 hours apart, will no longer have to self-isolate. You've got to remember that the first test can only be done on day 6. You can't take it any sooner than that of the self-isolation period. There isn't any change to the guidance for unvaccinated contacts of positive COVID-19 cases. They will still have to self-isolate for the full 10 days after their date of exposure to the virus. More info on what I've just said can be found in the linked content. Also, Christmas can be tough for some people. I know when the holiday season often represents a period of joy and togetherness for lots of people, but it can be associated with loneliness and anxiety for some. So we've been sharing lots of resources and links on our social media channels for those who find the holiday season quite tough. Alternatively, you can search Together All online for helpful info and tools. And again, more info is linked to this particular video. So please look at it, because I know Christmas can be tough for some people. So finally, a final plea from me really. please follow the rules. I know you've been all following it. I know it's been tough over the last couple of years. Please continue to do that. We just need to get over this difficult period with the Omicron virus. Do everything you can to protect yourselves and others during the festive season. Face coverings, good hand hygiene, following the 𝗨𝗽𝗱𝗁𝗍𝗫 advice, and doing lateral flow testing before we leave the home to go shopping or see friends and family. Let's all do our bit for Blackpool and our community. Finally, let me wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a peaceful time over the holidays, and a Happy New Year. And stay safe, and I'll see you in 2022. Thanks very much.